is going on? I am Johnny Von Duke, and you are watching Disney Channel. Why the fuck do I keep doing this intro? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today I am here to clean your water supply. I am here to destroy all the processed foods you buy at your local grocery store. And I am here to replace it with some natural, nice PA venison. Today I will be taking the medicine that they prescribe to you on a daily basis and giving you my own home brand variety. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be digging into the rocks and the dirt and the food flames that is Hogwarts Legacy. Because yes, love me or hate me, missing tooth or tooth there, it doesn't matter. I have played the game finally. I have not 100% completed it, but I've gotten through a lot of it. And oh boy, do we have a lot to break down here. Now, let me give my completely unbiased opinion right from the start of this, just so the people who want to click off this video, they can click off right away. It is a fucking masterpiece. It is beautiful. It is wonderful. It is perfect down to every cell and atom. Almost. Yeah, it does a few things wrong, but overall, I do enjoy Hogwarts Legacy. Because, over here on the channel, we can identify bad games. We can identify them from super far away. Sunglasses, no sunglasses, stoned, not stoned, drunk, sober. It doesn't matter. We can identify bad games from a mile away. So, when I saw the boycott around Hogwarts Legacy, I just thought to myself one thing. Wait till it goes on sale. Yes, that is right. Because I could not, surely with these boycottings, I could not give J.K. Rowling my full $70. I could not. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, with the great benefits of a discount code, I got Hogwarts Legacy for $20. So there you go. People who hate J.K. Rowling, even though I'm not her biggest fan either, there you go. I only gave her $5 overall. No, $3. No, wait a minute. Hold on. Thinking about percentages here. I maybe gave her $1 overall. You're welcome. I only gave her one singular dollar. Once everyone else has to get paid out, she'll get one singular dollar of mine. And that's on the deluxe edition too. Yep, I got the deluxe edition online at a discount code for $20. Fuck yeah. So with that being said, and now you all know I only gave her one singular dollar by the time this is all said and done, what is it that this game does so right? Let's start with the bare basics, the core thing every game needs, and that's a UI. The UI of this game is done beautifully through your handy school textbook, which is honestly fucking genius, and a lot of games that takes place in schools now legally need to do this, because now that I've seen it done in one school setting game, I need to see it done in all. Even though it might not make sense for the rest of them because it's not, magic and shit, but whatever. So essentially your magic textbook over at Hogwarts, it lets you access the entire settings and menu and everything for the game once you're inside the game. Like, the UI is completely integrated into this textbook. And then obviously once you click on the individual things, you go into the menus and all that stuff. But thanks to you doing this through the actual textbook and the fact that it has little, not entirely animations, but has little details when it's fading into the menus and all that stuff, it's done pretty smart and pretty beautifully. It maintains the game part of it. You know what you're looking at. It doesn't look like hieroglyphs. Because believe me, some games go too far with it and don't know where to stop. Like right there, I had to stop to get some water. Key example. But a lot of the games that like to go for ultra integration of everything has a bad tendency of making it way too fucking complex for their own good. People who are playing video games acknowledge it is a video game, and will not think twice about looking at a menu. So Hogwarts Legacy has that nice balance of, yes, there is menus and all that stuff, but it's integrated in a way that it makes sense for the game world, which is really smart. Because, don't make it overly complex. I shouldn't have to click so many gears in place at some random part of my apartment just so I can turn the brightness down. That's never happened. I'm just trying to joke around a little bit, but you know what I'm saying. Some games just go too far with the integration into the natural world of the game. Hogwarts does it in the perfect balance, for me at least. Now, let's go on to the next foundation of all things that is game, and that is the map. The map is done actually in a quite interesting way, because if you're a Harry Potter fan, everything in Harry Potter, it's placed in a way where it's ambiguous to where it actually is. You'll get these wide panning shots and it'll be like, okay, yeah, it's over there, kind of. But you never see the specific place people walk in and out of a lot. It's really confusing. Hogwarts Legacy takes the tattered world that is Harry Potter and actually makes it into a feasible map and adds in a lot of its own stuff, which I think is really good. Because here's the reality. Yes, Harry Potter, the movies and the fucking books, it has a lot you could go on for a story, a map, a game, you know what I'm saying. But it's a shattered fucking mess. Let's be real. Hot damn. The world of Harry Potter is a shattered fucking mess. It's that simple. J.K. Rowling is famous for pulling shit out of her ass. Which, hey, all writers do that. I did it for my D&D campaigns. I met a lot of DMs that would do that anyway, too. Even when they had shit planned out. So, it's why, we don't hate her for that. Well, I do a little bit because you could have done some more planning fucking out. But it's just it's not the best. And when you're trying to piece together a story that's outside the main Harry Potter world, yeah, you're kind of screwed. But these guys, these developers, this team, man, they did it. They stitched together fucking everything. And I will only now consider this the canonical map for Harry Potter. That is the truth. For the world of Harry Potter, at least for the first 4 movies anyway, 5 I guess. You lose me at 6. It all goes into an even flow, which is really good. But, again, shattered mess of a fucking world. So yes, the map is done well overall, despite me saying it in the most, ironically enough, shattered way possible. Hot damn, we got puns for days that are intended. But let's move on further than that, and that's the gameplay. Now, obviously, you start out in a little prologue section, that's to be expected, but once you get to Hogwarts itself, oh my god, does this game have a lot for you to do, and it does a beautiful job of it making sense. Games nowadays have an awful tendency of just throwing shit at you to give you shit to do. No, all this stuff actually makes sense in the terms of the story, at least so far. I haven't beat the game yet. I don't know if the second half of the game will be different. I don't expect so. From what I've experienced so far, everything quest-wise flows into one another, and it all makes sense. I would argue there isn't a meaningless quest in this game, which is the fault. Okay, that's a lie. Maybe the moon. No, actually, that's not true. The moon quest line rewards you with spells, so never mind. And those spells required for actually doing this, and he's the only guy who's willing to teach it, but it's whatever. So there's that. So yeah, actually, the one quest I was gonna say was meaningless isn't, because it actually rewards you with something. Alamora. It opens locks. Yeah. So any locked door, there's different levels of it. 1, 2, 3. You could just open the doors by finding these little miniature by finding these little miniature glass moons and just handing it to this guy, Mr. Moon or whatever. I forget. No, I think his name is Mr. Moon, which is ironic. Moon finding moons. Moony. But yeah, moving on from that, the quests are pretty good to me. They all flow evenly into one another. I'll hopefully have some gameplay of mine up in the corner over there. If not, we got this lovely shit over here. I hope I have some actual gameplay of mine. We'll see how that goes. It's been a very busy week for me, man. That's why you haven't been seeing a lot of standalone videos this week. It's been a very busy week. But anyway, moving on from that, let's talk about Hogwarts itself and the world around it, and how they've basically scrubbed everything of J.K. Rowling, which I fucking love. You know, outside of Hogwarts itself, there's nothing to do with J.K. fucking Rowling. At all. At all. They don't reference, also because it takes place, like, I think 20, 30 years before the main events of Harry Potter. I don't quite remember. It takes place so many years beforehand. I'll put it in the description if I remember. I probably won't remember. But anyway, so nothing of the main Harry Potter story or the Fantastic Beasts and How to Find Them, whatever the fuck that shit was. That shit was just awful. Nothing is referenced. No references to J.K. Rowling. No references to the world she built, really. Because I shit you not, they just looked at everything she did and was like, bye. Literally. Nothing is the same except maybe the Great Hall. Even Hogwarts looks different. It doesn't look like how it looks in the movies, and for good reason. I would argue it looks better. Like, listen, none of the main areas are the same. The Grand Staircase, not the same. All the classrooms, not the same. Hallways, not the same. The fucking walkways and bridges and all that stuff, nothing is the same. Like, listen, a lot of the spells are the same, obviously. I haven't run into any spells yet that I don't think have been changed. They've added in, actually, I would argue, a lot more spells. Honestly, because I see a lot of spells in there that don't look like, how do I put it? Usual spells you would see in the Harry Potter world. It's weird. I tried to find a list of canon Harry Potter spells. The lists argue a lot. Which makes it way worse. But yeah, so they've added in a lot with the spells too. But the fact that just everything J.K. Rowling did and done in building this world has just been scrubbed is so beautiful to me. Because I did comparing and contrasting. I was watching some of the movies. Don't worry, through a free streaming site. I would never pay her to watch those movies. So anyway, so I got these movies through a free streaming site. And I'm like comparing and contrasting. And I'm like, none of this looks the same at all. None of this is the same. I look at landmarks, not even close. They literally took everything she wrote down and threw it out the window and did it their own way. And I fucking love them for it. It is so beautiful. And it is hilarious just watching J.K. Rowling get this nice, big, beautiful game. And then it's absolutely nothing that she made herself. Missing Tooth McGee over here, I know. But I just can't stop smiling, man. I'll show that missing tooth all day. Like, it is just fucking beautiful. It's hilarious. It's like a new form of fucking irony and karma. I fucking love it so much. It's hilarious. I gotta stop ranting and raving about that. So moving forward from the fact they scrubbed her of everything in this game. The main quest line itself, even though we've talked about all the quests and all that, the main story, I should say, is really good. The main story with the goblins, with Ranrock and Rockwood, and how you're fighting and all this stuff. I'm horrible with describing shit. It's a really good fucking story. It starts off as this really slow burn. And then it blasts off to fucking 100 like nothing. Like, you'll be doing your classes, and then all of a sudden, boom. Oof, oof, oof. You know, it's just fucking awesome how it goes from the 0 to 100 real fucking quick, bitch. I can't say the actual line, I'll get demonetized. So, the main story, I just fucking love. I want to go into more details, but I can't spoil shit for the fucking wimps, man. You know how it is. Even though this game's been out for a while, and you should know the story already, if I'm being honest. You really should just know the story already. And unfortunately, there's no Quidditch, but the broom flying is amazing. The beast flying is fucking awesome. There's another form of beast yet I haven't gotten, so I can't speak on that, unfortunately. Graphics are good. The graphics are really fucking beautiful. I love the graphics so much. Oh my god, the graphics honestly just make me want to have a fucking boner. It looks pretty good, really does. Too bad it's on my fucking TV though, so you get what you get. Harry Potter Legacy is just a joy. I could go on and on forever. The music is good. The details are fine, I guess, when you go down to the really fine, minute stuff about it. It's okay, I guess, the finer details of everything. It could be a little bit more, how can I put it, explored upon, I guess. Like, you'll see it if you play the game. Like, there's obviously parts they could have put more polish on. But overall, for $20, I gotta give the deluxe edition a 10 out of fucking 10. Sorry. But I can't lie. What I've experienced has been a pure joy. Especially considering I'm a Ravenclaw. And Ravenclaw House looks fucking awesome. Can't help it. You know, I've read the books, watched the movies. I fucking hate her now. But, you know, I've read the books, watched the movies, and it's just like, I always wanted to be a Ravenclaw. And I could finally be a fucking Ravenclaw. And you can never take that away from me. I have been Johnny Von Duke, and it is time to not get canceled over me.
Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video. It's pretty much a nothing burger, but if you've been watching my channel for all 8 years that it's existed, you should know that's kind of what we do here. Anyway, if you somehow found yourself enjoying it, click over here to watch another video, click over here to watch another degenerate video, click here to subscribe to my channel, then click down there for, well, whatever lazy lack of originality content I put there. Anyway, get the fuck out of here, you filthy animal. Goodbye.